Hey guys, this is John Broussard. Hope everybody's having a good day. Live free, it's your life. Out here doing one of my 30-minute walks. It's my second one today. I did one early this morning and I'm doing one this evening. It was a good day to come out and enjoy it. I just wanted to give another thanks out to original followers that I've been picking up, or I have, and the new current ones that have started following. I picked up another 50, 60 of them. Almost 100 in the last week. But I appreciate all y'all's support and stuff. It does mean a lot, and it helps the channel out. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. I just try to keep certain things reminded. Like I've been doing some Trump ones and stuff, and I follow what y'all like. If you like something, and then I'll try to do some of those or whatever. But like I said, my whole thing's not all politics and stuff. But at the same time, I don't even like politic word. I mean, they destroyed everything that's in their path. But it's part of our life. It's going to be part of our future. We have to participate in it. But man, when you get your eyes lifted off, them cobwebs on there, and you see what they're doing, it's a bad business been going on for years. And Mr. Trump, he came in there, took that light, and he shined it on everything. I didn't get into more politics until the last 8 or 10 years, ever since he's came on board. Do your history check, go back and check some of that stuff. And you're going to see things different, and what they're taking away from us and what their objective is and stuff. I had some of y'all's wonderful comments on there, and I had some negative ones. The trolls started coming out. And I responded to a couple of them, but I was like, the other ones I was just like, man, I'm not going to respond to them. I'm not here to force people to see things, but if you can't see the light by now and all what's happened, they were just saying some stupid stuff on there. And then that's their opinion, that's fine, whatever. But man, I'm just like, people that think that way, well, just go ahead and go to China, because that's what you're wanting. You're wanting dictatorship and you're wanting socialism and all that. You find out it don't work very well in these other countries. But that's where they're going. China's buying a bunch of our property. It's been happening for years. Media wasn't covering it. Been flying the balloons over. This administration's been letting it go on. Biden's been doing business underneath the table with China for years. All them electric cars they're forcing us to buy, or trying to force us to, all that, batteries are made over in China. And they were making these car makers and stuff to go make these electric cars and push them out. So we're already basically a percentage of that is already to running like China here. Stealing their information from TikTok. That's why TikTok is too much of our information is being pinged over there. They're taking a lot of your stuff off your phone, your IP address, all that stuff off your home and stuff. And I have it on mine, but I don't have a whole lot to lose. But I know when Trump was going to come in, he was going to take care of that TikTok. One of our U.S. companies can take it and buy it out, and then we will control all that. China wants to take over the world. And all these wars are happening right now. They're all stirred up, and what does the Bible kind of tell us? One world government type style. It might not happen now, but you can start, if you pay attention, you can see what direction it's kind of trying to go to. I love my freedom, I love my country, and I love to be able to have guns, hunting, fishing, and all that, protect my family. Mr. Trump, salute you. And remember, he's not from inside like Biden and all them for 47 years. Nancy Pelosi, insider trading and all this stuff. They were getting rich in there. And they're going after Republicans and putting them in jail. The judges are all paid off. And we've got to turn this baby around because it's a sinking ship. Republicans need to go to work at overtime. I do blame some of the Republicans. They've been in office. This is talking about past years. Y'all have not done your job. Shame on you. We're in this pickle because of y'all. Y'all rode the back seat. I'm talking about 20, 30 years ago, even 40 years ago. Y'all rode the back seat and you let this happen. And but anyway, that's where my off-grid's going and stuff like that until trust is broke. Trump's got a lot of cleaning up to do. We got a lot of growing up to do in this country and stop fighting. Racism, they have used that to divide us and to hate. And everything's racism now. I mean, it was, I've heard it used for years when I was coming up, but it's full throttle. I mean, and racism was made up for division, for control. Big thinkers behind the screens and all that. So they pushed it, they wind it. Every time election time comes, look at that history pattern. As soon as that comes around, then it's KKK coming, and it's, they all have this white supremacists always, we got to take care of white supremacists. I've never seen a KKK around. I've been all the way around. There might be some, but hey, remember this. KKK was founded, and they don't talk about this enough. Guess what? Democrats. That was started from Democrats. Republicans is the one that freed slaves. And a lot of people don't even know that. And so why would you want to vote for a party that tried to keep you enslaved? Look it up in your history. And people don't know that. And so, and it will shock you for how long you've been voting for them all these years, and you go, man, y'all didn't even want us to be free. That's the sad thing about it, because we perish because of lack of knowledge. And then the Bible even says it. And if you can control the media, then you can control information and education. God gave you a gut feeling and all that stuff to be able to, common sense to figure things out and use it. There's good and evil fighting right now, big time. And these big players up there, Biden's got, I think they're up to 20 LLCs. Remember, the Clintons did the same thing. They had LLCs and all that. You work for the government, what are you doing with 20 LLCs? They use that to funnel the money through there. And that's why Biden's got himself in a bunch of trouble, because all them checks and stuff were being deposited, and he was selling our business and all that to China and all that. All these big $200,000 checks, $500,000. Today, watch some of that stuff. Go back and watch that stuff that's in court and stuff happening right now. The FBI is hiding all that stuff. And you see, the Republicans are trying to get information and stuff, and they're hiding it. They're giving them, they won't release that information, so they're struggling them and slow rolling them. And I think they're up to $25 or $50 million Biden has gotten from so far of some of that stuff. It's way more than that. But that's only for what we see right now and information that we can get. But it's sad, I mean, to use it back in the day, it used to be treason and all that. That was, if you were a spy or any of that kind of stuff or whatever, that was pretty serious stuff. And now it's nothing. But like I said, I just put some of those videos out to kind of it's ridiculous. And I'm just trying to show, maybe there's somebody else can see it. You make your own decision on that. That video ain't lying. And if it smells like shit, it feels like shit, It probably is shit. I love the freedoms that we have here. I love my people, my family. One guy quoted in there, well, you made it, it wasn't a race thing. Nobody mentioned race. I had a video on there. Well, we didn't have to go to the race thing. You know, that race card has been so abused, and it makes me sick because they're killing us between our love for each other and not letting us fellowship together and all that. They're in there, they're a punk at school stirring the pot constantly. And in that video and stuff like that, or even in the comments, it was never mentioned race. When you mention race like that, you're the one that made it a race thing because you mentioned something like that. So it's just pitiful. I mean, it's happened for a long time. And I've got a lot of Hispanic friends and black friends, stuff like that, or whatever. We're all family here. We're Americans, and I love them. And I don't like somebody only because they're an asshole or they're devious, or I don't care who they are. You can't beat a good set of boys together, or friendship, or girls, whatever. You know, you got a good crew there that you can trust, and you can call them, and they'll be over there to help you and stuff. You can't beat that. But they're destroying us with our love between each other. But I did a couple things this morning. I put a couple more videos on there this morning, and did a walk this morning, get my steps in and all that, get that heart rate up. And I've got an interview with Johnson Control. I want to throw this out. This is what I'm talking about, corporations and stuff like that. Bad communication, especially them, they're worldwide and all that, but this has happened to me before. I went to an interview before up there. Interview went great, the whole 9 yards. Very impressed with my resume. And I've had 3 licenses and stuff like that. I'm not no genius. And then they tell me it takes 4 to 6 weeks for that paperwork to go through from CO and all that. Well, 5 weeks come around, I get on the internet, I was like, I'm gonna check my account on Johnson Control. And I was then no longer considered. So you wasted my 5 weeks of time right now in between jobs. This is the crap I'm talking about right here. It don't take long to hire somebody. And so I put one in another sector, got a call back next day, interview. And so that same lady she's a hiring lady and stuff, I made sure I addressed that with her. My time is just as valuable as your time. And if you're needing, and that's what I cannot stand, is what they're saying right now. A lot of times when I hear it, it makes me sick in my stomach. We can't find nobody who wants to work, and bullshit. Return people's calls when they apply for jobs. This has happened about 8 or 9 years. You let technology get it to do your job too much. And like Texas A&M one time, I applied for them like 8 or 10 times, way qualified for the job and everything. Never got phone calls from them. So I called HR and all that. I said, ma'am, it takes me a long time. It takes about a couple hours to fill these applications out. I've got a lot of time invested in these things. And I said, are y'all even considering about even reading some of these things at all, or for interviews and stuff like that? Oh yeah, something happened. I don't know what happened. Y'all relying on this technology that don't even work half the time. Put your applications in the file, pull them out, read them. And then so Johnson Control did this same thing, and then she assumed that they told me that I was too far away from distance driving. It did not matter. I was an hour and a half away. I've done that before. Didn't want to do it, but I'm a team player like that, and I will do it if I have to. And I told them I would transfer there. I was too far away. Well, then call me and tell me. And so I told her on this next interview, well, she goes, I thought they told you. That's what you get for thinking. These people are in charge of hiring people, and they assume it. People's time is valuable too. And that's what I'm talking about. There's not a whole lot of professionalism anymore and stuff, and consideration of your time, and how things are expensive right now. When you're off work, you're going through money. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's supposed to fix it. Yeah, I appreciate that. It really pissed me off. I just get tired of laziness. And you got all these people that got some skills out here and wanting to go to work. We can't find nobody that wants to work. Well, maybe do your job and you'll find some of them slots in there. But anyway, it's just crazy. But anyway, I ain't gonna live on a bad note. Ain't bothered me none. Love y'all out there. Y'all be careful. Hope to see y'all in the next one. I just want to tell y'all a little bit about my day and some things, and talk to my mom. And it was a good conversation again. She's ready. We got about 3 more months, and well, we got actually about 4 months left, and then we're going to be heading out. I'll have to give my 2 weeks notice but doesn't matter. I'm still working and providing. Companies don't give you no 2 week notice when they lay you off. Oh, that's unprofessional. You do not to give them any. Sometimes I've left jobs without giving them notice because they don't. It depends on the situation. When they lay you off, they tell you right there. The hell, I had them call me in the damn office, drove all the way to Houston, and then tell me, hey man, well, I'm sorry about it. We're laying people off right now. Why couldn't you call me, tell me the night before? No consideration of people's time. But anyway, we got to talk, had a good conversation. And she's ready, I'm ready, and ready to get this baby on. We got some buildings picked out. We'll have solar be going up and rainwater catching, and I'm trying to get her to open up her own YouTube channel. And she's got a lot of good stuff, and she's talented, and she's good with art and making all kinds of stuff with her hands. And she used to sell that, do it for a living, paint signs and stuff like that. And she made birdhouses and all that. And it's really nice to have birds come up to your house while you're out there drinking and stuff, a cup of coffee or whatever. Hear the pretty birds in the morning, kind of just gets you in the mood. And but she might be teaching some paint classes and stuff like that, maybe selling some stuff, building it. But I'm trying to encourage her to do a channel, and she's not bashful. She does have a passion in Bible study and stuff like that, but she's not extreme with it. But that's part of her passion. Meaning, she likes to go real deep in history and all that, different scrolls and all that stuff. And I'm not that's not a whole lot of my passion with that stuff. God is a big passion in my life, but me finding the real history of way back in the scrolls and all kinds of real deep stuff, that's just her passions. We have some of us have mechanical nicks, but she's mechanical too. She's learning more and more and stuff, but she's a 7-year-old woman. She gets it. She kicks it. Anyway, love y'all. Thank y'all for the extra subscribers and my original subscribers. I appreciate you. I thank everybody. Love y'all. Y'all be careful out there.